Rich Rising, and welcome back to the Hip Hop Hammock. Jesus, DJ Envious. Well, the real estate lawsuit against Cesar, Pina, and DJ Envy has hit the news channels, and victims are speaking out about the real estate investment lawsuits that allegedly was a Ponzi scheme. That's right, it has hit the news waves. So I'm sure by now a lot of you have heard about the lawsuits against Cesar Pina, aka Flippin' NJ, and DJ Envy of the Breakfast Club. Several individuals came out a few months ago and accused them of allegedly running off with their investments. The amount is now somewhere near $10 million allegedly. Let's take a listen at the news story that hit the airwaves 2 days ago.
Especially something this big.
Stanley Acosta thought it was his chance to give his family a better life. He invested $150,000 in cash in a real estate development deal. The money was supposed to be used to flip this property in Patterson. But Stanley says almost as soon as he signed the deal, something felt wrong.
One of the biggest flags for me was he didn't count the cash. I'm giving you $150,000 in cash. You're going to want to make sure that every dollar is there.
The developer was Cesar, Pina, a social media influencer who advertises real estate seminars. Stanley's contract promised in return for his $150,000 investment, he'd get $45,000 in interest, a 30% return in just 5 months. But nearly a year later, he hasn't seen any money and says Pina has stopped returning messages.
From a financial standpoint, it's killed me completely. I've had to take out loans to pay off credit card debts.
And Stanley isn't alone. Kane in Your Corner has uncovered over a dozen lawsuits filed by people who say they invested with Pina and never got the money they were promised.
Texting him like almost every other day, like, hey, what's up with the money, Cesar? Like, I need that money, bro. Like, constantly texting him. He keeps delaying.
Our investigation finds in some cases, Pina sold investments in properties real estate records show he never owned or sold years earlier. The lawsuits already total close to $10 million, with more being filed every week.
For the last year and a half or more, it's just been taking money in from people, and there's been no likelihood of people getting their money back.
Some of the lawsuits also mention Rashawn Casey. He's a radio personality who goes by the name DJ Envy. Casey often appeared with Pina at real estate seminars, but his attorney insists he's a victim too.
And DJ Envy also gave $500,000 as an investment, which he has not received back yet.
Pina's attorney declined to be interviewed, but in a letter to the court, he complains about the tactics he says some investors are using. He writes, "My clients need time to first protect their family from threats of death, rape, and physical harm. After that," he writes, "they need to make serious and complex decisions as to how to move forward and what attorney or attorneys to move forward with." As for Stanley Acosta, he just hopes he and his family get some of their money back.
If I had an opportunity to say something to Cesar and his family, it would be to just do right by the victims.
The SEC says before you invest money in any business deal, have an attorney review the contract and beware of...
Now, a lot of the blogs and a lot of YouTubers have been following this story pertaining to Cesar Pina and DJ Envy for a while now. DJ Envy, real name Rashawn Casey. His lawyer is saying that he has been scammed also. Yeesh. Now, a while back, DJ Envy went live on Instagram with Tony the Closer, who has been posting about this for a few months now. They discussed the alleged scam. Things went a little left. Let's take a listen.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's going on?
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming in, man. Mad respect for you taking the time to come and really address some very serious allegations head on. Obviously, you got a huge platform, man.
There was nothing that you can buy. Now, has anybody ever gave me a dollar, a dime, a nickel, a quarter, $100, $1,000, $100,000, or $500,000, or $1 million? Not one person. Because I'm making my business not to take money from nobody. And there's nobody on this live, and there's nobody in here that could ever say Envy, they gave Envy a dollar. I didn't help everybody get homes. I didn't help over 1,000 people get into homes. And that's celebrities. But the main thing that you did was fucked up is you added my name.
Listen,
and that's what you did. You added my name before
you can't tell me that you know he owe you money. But
I did the real thing, and I came on here and spoke to you like a man. I didn't talk behind your back, and that's what real niggas do. When we have a conversation or disagreement, we have a conversation. All that other shit is out the window. And I'm trying to get Cesar on the phone because I called you earlier, and I tried to get him on the phone with you. I didn't try to call you earlier when you said, yo, call me back in 30 minutes. And when you call me back, I tried to call him.
Didn't you talk to me since then?
And didn't I try to call him with you on the phone? And
Give me sense then.
did I try to call
But don't
him
act like I
on the phone?
ducked your
Answer
phone
yes
call.
or no.
Don't
Did I
act
try
like
to
I
call
ducked
him
your
on the
phone call,
phone?
my nigga.
You full of
Yes,
shit.
yes,
Tony.
yes or
I
no?
thought
Did
you
you
was
say
a
that
real
the nigga
nigga,
owe
but
you money?
obviously
You
you
been trying
full
to
of
find out
shit.
where your money
I
was
tried
at?
to be a real nigga and talk to you,
Did
but you
you
just
yes or
clown like
no say that that
everybody
nigga
else.
owe you money?
I
You trying to
salute
find
you.
out where
I
the
hope
money
you
at?
get that nigga on the phone, and I hope y'all clear it up. And anybody, if he does owe you money, I hope that y'all get it, and I hope y'all get it straight.
How much of the money did you get
I'm
from
gonna do
Cesar?
my best to make sure that if there is a problem,
This
issue, even though I'm
is
not
pure.
involved,
Hey, you
that
manipulate
people
right
are
now, bro.
good.
Like
Y'all have
you
a
trying
good
to
one.
dismiss yourself
Peace,
from the
man.
shit that you got
Love
going
you, brother.
on.
I love you. I love you, brother. Peace.
How you distance yourself when you the only reason that this nigga know who you are? We only know Flippin' and Jake based off him, DJ Envy.
He's responsible, man. He needs to own up. He's the public face of this. He's responsible. If he knew about this, which I think it's impossible for him not to have known about this, then he's 100% responsible as well. And for him to act like he should, his name shouldn't be mentioned around this. His name was mentioned when him and Cesar were always together.
Now, at one point, the alleged victim started a GoFundMe page asking the public to help them out with their cost of living because they were having a hard time making ends meet due to allegedly being scammed. Now, DJ Envy hasn't spoke too much about the lawsuits, and of course not. Why would he? Because they're still pending. But he did briefly mention what his lawyer advised him to do about a month ago.
Say something, but when things hit court, usually your attorney tells you don't say anything. They tell you to leave it, in court, and then after the court is done, then you could worry about your, court of public opinion. But they always tell you to make sure that your court concerns are the most important. Yeah. And I'm dealing with the same thing because I'm being sued as well, and I can't say anything because my attorney tells me I can't say anything until the court case is
You trying to
over.
make somebody touch something?
No.
Now, as for Cesar Pina, Cesar Pina gained notoriety in the real estate industry due to his partnership with DJ Envy from the Breakfast Club, promoting their real estate partnership and real estate business on the radio to millions of listeners. Now here's the damn kicker. Cesar, who previously served prison time over a decade ago for fraud, spoke on how he learned how to do mortgages while he was in a halfway house in an interview with Bootleg Kev. Man, listen.
I can't believe this. So right out of prison, I go to the halfway house and I start doing mortgages.
Wow.
So here I am in the halfway house, and I have access to people's information. I just came out of prison, right? But those were the wild cowboy days, right?
Yeah.
So I come home, I start doing mortgages. It was crazy back then.
You get a house, you get a house, you get a house, you get a house, and you get no house. Sheesh. Now, since all this has occurred, DJ Envy has also filed a lawsuit against former NFL player Tony the Closer for defamation. Man, when I tell you Tony has been keeping his foot on DJ Envy neck, you hear me? I'm talking about he done talked to some of everybody pertaining to this. But as for now, no criminal charges have been filed against Cesar Pina or DJ Envy. But there is an ongoing investigation. Man, come on, bro. Man, we like DJ Envy over here, so hopefully he can clear his name. But man, if you scammed on people, bro, this is karma coming to collect. Sheesh. Man, get in the comment section and let us know what you think about DJ Envy and Cesar Pina's lawsuit. They have hit the news cycle, man. Sheesh. Like, subscribe, hit the bell here. It's the Hip Hop Hammock. Peace.